The content on this channel is for informational and educational purposes only. Please contact a professional when it comes to your financial needs. If I told you you could automate your take profit orders or your limit orders and do it without even logging into your account, would you be up for that? The technology is here, and we're going to talk about the advantages, disadvantages of doing such a thing, and name some of the applications that can help you get to that goal. There's a lot to unpack here. We're going to talk about it as it relates to the Uphold exchange, but you can do it for any exchange. We're going to talk about it right here, right now on the Ujamaa network. I'm Antoine Anderson. An application programming interface, an API. This is a bridge between what you want to have happen on one app and work with another app or program or an artificial intelligence like a chat GTP that keeps real-time information and makes decisions based on a predetermined set of rules and instructions that you set forth. Now, does it sound complicated? It really isn't anymore. In times past, you had to hire a programmer. You had to know the rules of engagement when you make your trades, how and where to pull the funds from. This is now automated. It's basically automating a workflow. The same things that we've instructed you to do in those many different videos I put out there on how to initiate a trade on the exchange, you're automating those steps. It won't change. The only thing that will change is the dollar amount you're trying to either purchase with and what your limit order is in terms of how long you want to carry it on and what is your tolerances. Now, saying all that means that you're taking out the control that you have and you're ceding it to an AI. It's based on the decisions you would make anyway, but you're not even having to think about it after you do it that initial time. Now, one of the disadvantages to such a thing, obviously, is that lack of control. And then you have something called latency. When you're doing your trades, no matter the platform, you have control of when you're going to initiate that sell or buy order. You're going to put it in and you're going to hit that enter button to initiate that transaction. However, APIs will do it just as fast, but you have that degree of latency that is the lag between when that trade is supposed to initiate and when it actually does initiate. That's a big if. There are other characteristics about these type of transactions that you should be aware of. Here are some of them. As with any program, there are security concerns. Weak authentication methods will leave you wide open for exploitation. You don't have to imagine what would happen if someone gained access to your API and changed some of those criteria that you set up. That's always going to be issue number one when you're dealing with automation. Once it's set, if anyone ever has access to that key, it's a wrap. And this, you might as well have left it alone. The second downfall or disadvantage is that you are ceding this to an AI, and human intuition is lacking in AI. No matter how advanced these AIs get, and the more I've used mine with ChatGPT, it has become to anticipate some of the responses that I put in, and it is growing in knowledge as far as what my actions would be based on different ratios and based on my responses. It's beginning to learn you. Now, eventually, it's going to get to the point where it would have made the same decision I would have made given some specific circumstance, but it doesn't have that intuition, not yet. Ceding control is a definite drawback to doing something like this. Be very careful before you jump in. And the last of the disadvantages I would say about using something like this are the legal ramifications. Just think about it like this. There was during a time back in COVID, you were trying to get a particular item off of Amazon and it was in short supply. There were people out there who created bots to put in bids for those orders faster than any human could make it. The faster your PC, the more powerful your PC, the more likely it was for you to jump on those deals before anybody else could. It was all algorithmic. At times, eventually, that became illegal. Same thing can happen with this. Regulatory commissions right now are stopping that right off the rip. If you automate a particular trade function on any exchange, you could rile the SEC or any trading commission. There may be some laws already in place, but if there aren't, there definitely should be and would be in the future. So be careful before you jump into something like this. Right now, there doesn't appear to be anything out there. AI is here to stay. Don't even think that people are not going to be gaming the system, because this is going to happen. But be aware that this is a possibility in the very near future. Now, let's talk about some of those advantages. As the name suggests, automation is key. You're going to be able to make these trades without focusing on the day to day menial functions that you're going to do. It allows you the opportunity to start creating your strategy with your financial advisor. It takes away human error. You've already set what it's supposed to do. And once you've tested it, it's going to do that one thing. And it's going to do that one thing very well. Despite any latency issues, it's still faster than humanly possible once those trades are initiated. And that is one big advantage over doing it traditionally and just sitting by the computer or your phone and waiting for that price to go up. And you hit it when you've already set a criteria that's going to do what you want it to do. Another advantage is efficiency and real time data collection. These AI models keep their hands in every pot, and it may come across something faster than you can Google it. This is another major plus. The efficiency of it is meaning that you can effect multiple trades on multiple platforms all the time. This is a win win for automation. It will take away from your ability to uh, grow your knowledge if you've already set up a certain criteria. But the purpose of investing is to grow your investments. So it's a big takeaway. But again, this is a major advantage, especially when you consider that these transactions are going to be made faster than it is humanly possible. And we're going to be walking through how to set up an API in a later video, but I'm going to put those videos behind a paywall because once you set it, you forget it. Lastly, let's talk about the human experience and how appealing this will be to the average person. As somebody who's dealing with users on a day to day basis in my current job, uh, you have a significant segment of the population that will forget their passwords, let alone not be able to perform basic functions on the PC. They just don't have it. This is a way to get mass adaptation because now you're empowering a whole new set of investors with a tool that will do some investing for them if they're willing to use it. This whole application of them improved user experience could definitely benefit a larger population sample than what the current investors are. I am not advocating that you just go into something blindly. But if your goal is to grow investments, it is all tools on deck. I would prefer that you continue to watch this channel and get the information I give you, talk to a financial professional, see how best to make those changes so you know what's going on versus just leaving it to an AI that you created. That would be my preference. But if you can't do that, maybe you might want to give this a try. Now, what are some of the names of those APIs that are out there that are many of them are free to use? Some of them will offer different price scales that you can use, but all of them offer hundreds of these AI models that you can build yourself and load into your exchanges, whatever the exchange. The first one we're going to talk about is called Zapier. It is another application that allows you to do a workflow All of these will allow you to do workflows, but integrate seamlessly into any exchange you have. Microsoft has one called Power Automate. Again, more of a step by step process, much like how the old HTML editors like Front Page used to be, when you could just drag and drop code into a workflow, and it will perform those functions without you having to know the code. Another is Workato, and the last is Pabbly Connect. All four of these will allow you to do similar things and integrate seamlessly into other applications that allow you to affect trades. And this is just one application for AI. There are many applications you can do. You can automate entire processes, entire workflows, your Quicken books, whatever you want to do. And you base it off of what you have going on with you right now. You could pull the information future wise, and this might be another idea for me. Automate the tax forms and the punches that you're doing every year with TurboTax. You know where the information is coming from. AI is going to be able to pull in all the information, do the calculations, and you would never have to be tied up again. All you have to do is double check your work. Hmm. Like I said, this is going to change the game for everybody. AI is a job killer, and that is my personal opinion. If you don't know this technology, you are going to get ran over by it. Do not be the last to get involved in it. Let me know what you think below in the comment section, and I will talk to you very, very soon.